Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. When I started this intro, I suddenly started having like hiccups and burps, so something needs to come out. Something needs to come out, and someone's trying to stop it, and God's not having it. That's what I'm sensing from this. So the totem for this message is going to be a rare purple princess crab. Yep, it's a thing. I got some word I'm going to share with you real quick. I'm going to be reading from the book To Baruch. I'm going to be reading from chapter 53. I'm going to read verse 6 through 11. And it came to pass at the end of the cloud that, lo, it rained black waters, and they were darker than had been all those waters that were before. And a fire was mingled with them, and where those waters descended, they wrought devastation and destruction. And after these things I saw how that lightning which I had seen on the summit of the cloud seized hold of it and hurled it to the earth. Now that lightning shone exceedingly, so as to illuminate the whole earth, and it healed those regions where the last waters had descended and wrought devastation. And it took hold of the whole earth and had dominion over it. And I saw after these things, and lo, 12 rivers were ascending from the sea, and they began to surround that lightning and to become subject to it. And by reason of my fear, I awoke. Someone's being rewarded for your commitment to your path. You have cleared all karma. Like you've cleared, like I'm really feeling like someone has been very generous. You've been very giving. You have been of service. Like literally, that's what I'm sensing. You've been of service. And your mission or your project or your will, you've overcome a lot of adversity and you have been very strong and fierce. Your will, the desires in your heart are noble and they're permissible or permittable by God. Like you've gotten clearance. What you desire, God also desires. What you seek to create, what you seek to see or happen, make happen, God seeks that in you too. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some tarot. I feel like a little devilish energy is about to know what it's like to mess with a rare purple princess crab. All right, High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Here you are again, High Priestess, Queen of Cups. Wow, look at you. Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in the Tower. So we're talking about a similar energy. This new moon. So what I sense from this reading, yeah, death, High Priestess. I knew it. Okay, High Priestess is out here twice with Queen of Cups and death. Libra, Scorpio energy may be significant. We're going to move forward. Okay, wow. If there are any devil energies that refuse to change, even though they understand the lesson, by this new moon, they'll be gone. God is cleaning house on earth. This new moon, I really do feel like there's a reap. There's a spiritual reap. I've been feeling in recent energies or readings that demons or entities have been driven out of vessels and hosts, out of containers, whatever, and they've been exorcised and rebuked off this planet and out of this world. And the gates have been sealed and they don't have access to cross through the threshold into our world again. Now, this new moon seems to be a clean slate kind of energy. Okay. I almost wonder if, like, August 8th was actually the test to see who would have unjust morals and intentions towards God's children just before they actually received it. See, Queen of Cups, in the last reading I did for you, you had recently, I had noticed growth on you. I had noticed that you've ascended, that you've healed, that you have gained in abundance and prosperity, that things are different for you now. Now, what I'm basically sensing is that God intentionally blessed you in front of everyone in some kind of way, or intentionally made it known that you were blessed to people. This started around the Lion's Gate. This was solely just to see what the judgment would be of their heart. If there was anyone from the Lion's Gate leading up till this now coming up new moon at the end of August, if they had greedy intentions, theft, ill will, immoral intentions towards, see, like, God only gave you just a little bit and didn't tell them, only gave you just a little bit, just to see who will be tempted. Who will be tempted? Woe to you. Well, now this new moon, the judgment, the verdict has been made. Any devil energies that have been tempted by the spiritual cheese that's been put on the collective, because they're the little mouse trap, all right? They're getting it, and they're getting removed. They're getting caught in the trap, and they're being removed. No more. Damn, you felt that? It was like the air got clearer or lighter or still or something. It's interesting how that happened. Okay. So, Queen of Cups, your best has yet to come. God saved the best for last. First, we gotta, oh my gosh, I love this. I love it. It was like, I'm gonna bless you a little bit, and you're gonna love it. I know you're gonna love this little bit of blessing. You're gonna be very grateful because I know you. And you were. You received this little bit of blessing, and you were so grateful. You were abundant. You enjoyed it. You delighted in it. God delighted in you. And then, boom, the judgment started. The judgment clock started. The scales came into play. And anyone that saw you or thought of you or sensed you or see, look, what I'm literally sensing from this is that God intentionally allowed individuals to sense, feel, or know. Like they may have gotten a dream. They may have been visited by an energy that told them you were blessed, that told them you were abundant, just to see what they would do. So if you've noticed recently an increase of, like, I don't know, whatever, ill intent being directed towards you, I want you to know all of that is going according to plan. They just fell into a trap. They fell into a spiritual trap. They will fall into their own pit. The pit that they were thinking of digging for you in order to claim your abundance. God is saving the best for last. These people think that the little blessing that you have, or God revealed to them that you have, is like in-game next level blessing. God has saved the best for last. You haven't even gotten it yet. You just got a little taste. I remember a reading where I was like, it's almost like as if the angels took a little pinch out of your abundance bat and like flicked a little pinch of dust of abundance in your face. And you're like, thank you. A little spritz. To you, it was probably like, a godsend, a blessing. You were grateful. For other people, it was a test. It was a test. And a lot of people have failed. So, this new moon, here comes death. We're going to reap a pretty big harvest on this because many people fell for the trap. They gave in to temptation. They got jealous. They got greedy. They got envious or haughty eyes. They had ill will. I'm literally feeling this. I feel like this was an actual thing that happened. I feel like this judgment was like a multi-step plan. It's like incremental, exponential. And it's because of God's grace and God's will being so perfect. So what I'm feeling is like the recent Lionsgate portal or whatever, whenever you're seeing this, something recently shifted with you and you ascended. You had a breakthrough and you received a gain of energy. Like, and what that was there was a judgment on the people in your life leading up till that moment. And you received a lot of return of energies. The wealth of the wicked is for the hands of the righteous, to just sum that up. So you got an upgrade. You got an energetic upgrade. You got an upgrade, like literally, and then you got blessed. And that started the test. That started the test. Anyone that saw that, witnessed that, knew that that was happening to you or whatever, it was made known to them that you were blessed, it started the test in their heart. And those that were tempted failed. And now you're about to get an even bigger return. God only gave you a little portion just to see what the people around you would do. Because God doesn't want to bless you with these people around you with ill intent. So in a way, it's given everyone a chance to prove their free will, what's in their heart. And when they show what's in their heart, they'll be rebuked, they'll be judged, they'll be removed, and you will be rewarded. And that is part of the revelation. They need to see this happen. They need to see what happens when a child of God gets blessed by God, and then they have intentions to take that blessing from God. They need to know what happens. And that's exactly what this judgment is. God revealed to enemies around you that you were getting blessed just to see what they would do. Just to see what they would do. And they failed. Instead of being happy for you and thanking God that a child of God is blessed and celebrating for you, they failed. So you've got a big blessing that's coming. Your enemies are about to watch. So like they watched you get blessed and then they were like, ooh, I'm gonna steal from you. And now what they're gonna witness is that they can't steal from you. They're about to lose. They're gonna experience some kind of like judgment or wrath for that. Like it's gonna hurt. It is gonna kind of hurt. I do feel it. It is gonna hurt. And then they're gonna watch you get more. They're gonna literally watch you get 10 times more than what they just watched you got. Whatever you just recently got was less than a tenth of what you're now about to receive. And you were going to receive this anyways. It had nothing to do with them. It was always meant for you anyways. There was just a little test involved for the people around your energy. And what I'm feeling, I'm sensing is you're going to get the 10 times more of the first blessing that you were always going to get. And they're going to watch that and they're going to be stripped. And then my guess would be about like, I don't know, 3 weeks later or something, you're going to get even more. You're going to get a whipped cream and a cherry on top because your enemies were stupid and failed a test. So you're getting more. You get more because you deserve more. There's that damn King of Swords again. Man. Magician, Nine of Cups. And they still don't understand. There's something about how you did something on your own. You took some kind of bold move, or you had a dream, or you had a vision, and you applied yourself, you committed to it, and you actually built something. And whether certain people have ever actually voiced this or not, they have acknowledged that. There's people that are impressed, and they haven't told you how impressed or proud or insecure they now are because of that. There's some people that are looking and reflecting on how they treated you in the past, and they're feeling guilty because they've realized that they didn't treat you as valuable and worthy as you really are. They treated you like you were less than, and here you are doing things that they never did. Empress. Okay. I feel like it was like a game show energy. It was almost like, all right, I'm feeling this energy. Like this may have happened in a dream state or something that you might have agreed for this test to happen. Like, because I'm getting this energy of like a conversation between someone in the collective. This is your higher self talking to God. And God is like, I can give you all of these blessings right now. Or I can give you a front, like a little piece of it right now. You know, I can give you some up front. And I can hold back for just a little bit, delay it just a little bit, the rest of this blessing, if you are willing to allow me to use you as a vessel of my will, so that way I can have my judgment on the people around you. And I feel like your higher self was like, yeah, God, of course. I know I'm good in heaven. What's a few days? What's a few weeks? What's a month? I'll get what's mine. So you agreed to this. You agreed to receive a portion of it in order to be a test to others. And the benefit of it was, yeah, you're going to get a little delay on your blessing because you already had this lotted for you. But you agreed to this with God, so he only gave you a portion, but now you're going to get even more. So you're going to get the total that you were supposed to get originally now, during this new moon or whatever, or right now. You're going to get that now. And then this energy gaining momentum from this reap and this harvest from those that failed the test and are under judgment, you're going to get even more. So it's like a delayed gratification, and now you have even more abundance. You put it up for a little bit and saved it, and it multiplied a return on you. God gave you an upfront. I'll give you half of it now, and if you let me hold the other half, I'll give you back interest off your enemies. That's literally what I'm sensing from this. I don't know if that resonates or makes sense, but I feel like someone, Six of Wands, look, you made a decision. It might have been a little bit of a gamble. And what was the gamble in this? The gamble was you could have potentially delayed yourself from receiving what was yours, and then no wicked person failed this test of temptation and you didn't get an extra return on it. But like, I'm sure you still probably would have got extra just for doing it. So, this really, like, you took the chance or the risk, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, you're backed by God. It really wasn't much of a risk, and you got a return. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. You put it up, and then it came back to you, and now you're at the 10. You invested it into God, and God is given back to you multiplied. 6 of Wands. You invested your energy properly. You're being rewarded. Hang 1, reverse. It's being released to you. The funds, the money, the abundance, I literally felt it. I felt it as soon as I said that. As soon as I said that, I felt that. That was cool. It was like a dam of white, watery light. Yeah, it was like a dam had opened. There was no longer anything holding this big pressure, this reservoir of water. And it finally just burst through this light. Okay, Queen of Cups. And now we have this Empress reverse and this Ace of Swords reverse. Damn. Oh, yeah. That doesn't even really concern you. There's low vibrational things that exist, and they're not happy about you being high vibrational or that you exist. I have never heard him do that with his eyes open. So that was interesting. Even for me, I've never experienced him doing that. Okay, anyways, the Lovers, the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands is reversed, and this Page of Wands is reversed because the Empress and the Ace of Swords is reversed. You're the Queen of Cups and the Lover's High Priestess with death. Their hate isn't strong enough to penetrate you. You're fortified and backed by God. So this abundance and this return of energy is yours. You deserve it. You deserve this. This is yours. It's not going anywhere. And it's because of your heart. It's because of your heart. So you're being rewarded even more. So if you're like, where's my big abundance train or my dump truck of abundance from this lion's gate, you had a mild, agreed upon delay in order to receive a bigger return. And you allow God to use you for his judgment, and you did, and you're being rewarded and favored and blessed for it. So good job. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.